You have till Wednesday to put in your orders. So let's start talking about it. I don't know what's going. I think my co-host is having some issues this morning with their with their electronics. But we're talking about the labels of love, right? Twin flame, divine moon goddess. Lord have mercy. We're talking about labels. Twin flame, divine union, you know what I mean? All of these labels, soulmate labels that we put on. And I think a lot of us don't understand the labels, the terms, what society has kind of filtered us to believe also. Even in the spiritual community, there's a lot of misinterpretation. There's a lot of theories of what this, that, and the third is. I'm going to tell you guys that hands down, no one, no one, no matter how gifted they are, can truly tell you what a connection is for you. You will need to go within yourself and understand what the connection is for you. Good morning, Leela. Okay, Mandy. Um, so you have to be a little conscious about that part. And most of us were sold the dream of this soulmate when we were little. You're gonna find this soulmate, this one soulmate. The term soulmate is not just for intimate partners. Soulmate is the connection of souls. Okay, so soulmate is your pets, your children, your parents, your siblings, co-workers are soulmates. People that you have lived past lives with, which are people that come into your life, whether they're family or not. Right. So you have to like the term soulmate. Okay. Just remember the term soulmate. Oh, I think we got it. I was like, what's going on with your oh shit, I gotta take the 2-year anniversary of.
Tuesday I'm early. You heard
Uh,
you. You heard my sleep. Yeah, no sleep or better. I ain't
you
normal.
sound far away.
God damn it. Let's see.
Good morning, Kayla.
Let's see. Oh,
Debbie, sometimes they do that. They definitely pop into our dreams and tell us that. They give us messages all the time. So if you saw that, believe that that was your friend. Believe that that was them. Because, like I said, we have friends that are soulmates. When you hear the term soulmate, that can go for anyone that's made an impact that's in your life. Some people that haven't made an impact are still your soulmate because they were designed to meet you in this life on some level.
do I
But
sound
we
better
take
now?
it, huh?
Do I sound better now?
You sound, I mean, it's louder, but for some reason it's either an echo or like muffled. There it goes, muffled, a little muffled.
Um,
Can you guys hear Oracle?
now?
Let me know.
I don't know why it does this.
If I turn my music off,
It sounds
yeah,
better when you turn the music off.
yeah, I can hear you. And normally I don't have to turn the music off to hear you. Yeah, you sound better now.
I don't need hot tea. I need sleep. Like she was talking about, I need 10 hours of sleep. Otherwise, I'm not normal. That's why I take a nap every day. Y'all in this 4, 5, 6 hours, even 8 hours. That's ridiculous. I need 10.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't sleep that long. It's too much. Exactly, Renee. Soulmates are just deeply connected. And so, as we're talking about this morning, there's a couple of reasons why we're bringing this up and talking about the levels um, of what soulmates are, so you guys can kind of understand that, and not just click on what you think is a soulmate, tailor into the soulmate, trying to find this one soulmate that's, and dealing with bullshit because you feel like this is your soulmate, okay? Even when it comes down to our family, if the biggest thing you gotta wonder about yourself is that no matter who it is in your family, right? If they are toxic, if they are abusive, if they are demeaning, if they don't support you, even as family, why do we keep them around? Why do we hang on to them? Why do we allow the behavior? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You can make your family, your blood relatives don't mean that, you can't make your family. This is why you have other soulmates. You have friends that no matter how much the time passed by, the connection never dies.
Leela, I
But
am cold again. I drank the hot tea like you told me to last night, Leela, and I woke up so hot. So hot,
yeah,
like just icky hot. And then I got cold again.
you know what? I think, Mandy, some of the things is that you shouldn't want anything from soulmates. I don't feel like soulmates are supposed to come into your life for any purpose of just, adding value to your life and for lessons, right? So if someone comes into your life and they're not adding value, it is up to us to remove people from our lives, regardless to who they are. But a lot of people will use, oh, you're my family, how could you, kind of shit, right? How can you turn your back on me as family? But I feel like, regardless to the level of soulmate, friend, family, or whatever, at some point you have to look at it for what it is. At some point, you need to clear out the negativity of your life, and that means people, right? Yeah, toxic cycles, exactly. So, everyone was sold the dream of soulmates. The soulmate's gonna come in and we're gonna live happily ever after. So we go to the next terms, right? So you hear terms like divine union, you hear terms like twin flame, okay? And so I think a lot of times people take these terms and they run with it,
Hmm.
because if this person is my twin flame and they're, beating the shit out of me and dragging me through the mud, well, it's my twin flame. We're supposed to be together, right? If it's my twin flame and this person is cheating on me left and right, over and over, year after year, it's my twin. This is our lesson. You got to kind of ask yourself, what lesson would you really be put here to learn in that aspect? Is it really that, or are you holding on for your selfish reasons? And one of the things that I do say over and over is that whenever I'm in a session with someone, I ask, what are your reasons for staying with this person? Because I always want you to look and see and make sure that your reasons are not selfish reasons, you know? Because saying just, oh, someone's my twin flame doesn't mean that you have to deal with a bunch of craziness. Doesn't mean that you have to, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean you're supposed to be toxic. And we use the word toxic so freely. Toxic this, toxic that. This is toxic. The twin flame dynamic is toxic, which personally I don't believe it is toxic. I believe what's toxic is your mind. Your mind is the toxic part. Your thoughts are toxic. Your obsession is toxic.
Hmm.
Exactly, Renee. Kick rocks.
I think too, but I think people have a way of feeling like whoever they're with at that moment that they have to give that label to.
Right.
Because I remember, I mean, I was only like 14 or 15. I don't remember how old I was when I had my first baby. I think 15. But I remember feeling like that about my baby dad. Like he had to be the
Right.
one. Like we were so in love, right? And then I look
Mhm.
at it and I'm like, that was the worst mistake of my life. I don't even want to claim him. Like, can you just not tell anybody that? I don't
Right.
even like it's just icky now, you know. And so then I even about my second baby dad, I thought the same thing, and now I look at him and I'm like, mm-mm.
Yep.
So I think it's like when we get stuck on a person, we have to give them a label because it makes us at some point possibly feel better in a way of like
Right.
of those strong feelings like this has to be the person or we're
Right.
just so connected and so karmic connection or divine partner or that's my
Right.
twin. It's just like and then you
I,
don't realize in 5 years when you move on you're like oh I don't even like him like I can't stand him won't even speak to him again.
twin flame. Right. Well, that's not the twin flame. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just think
I do
everyone
feel
wants to label everybody that's coming through their love life nowadays.
I do feel like the more and more popular it gets, the more and more we hear it. But I've seen some very, very sad connections where we are literally giving people excuses and putting the label of twin flame on it just to, like, all right, this is my soulmate, this is my divine partner, this is my twin flame. We got to stick it out. And the thing about I don't give a fuck what type of relationship, the lesson at the end of the day is to choose you,
Yeah.
choose your happiness, to make sure that you are taken care of. And if somebody is not meeting you, if somebody is not, on your same level, then it's up to you to leave, regardless to the connection, you know. And we all say, "Oh, I can't. I just can't. This pull." And I do get it to a certain extent. Yes, I have a twin. Yes, I've felt it. I've even felt certain shit with my baby dad. So that some of it was similar. I get it, but you still have to stand in that power and choose you at the
Hmm.
end of the day, because it doesn't matter the connection. It doesn't hold any power over you unless you allow it to. And one of the things with the twin flame dynamic, if that's your true twin, you guys are always connected. You're never separate. So if you're truly meant to be, it'll be. You don't need to worry. You don't need to obsess. You don't need to look on them. You don't need to check on them. It will be. Whether it's this life, next life, whatever the fuck. You let it go. That's a true twin flame dynamic. You let it go. You're not chasing, you're not looking for this fairy tale fucking fantasy, on a twin flame dynamic, because twin flames is so much more than relationships, period. And I
Hmm.
remember I've been saying it for a very long time about twin flames. It's so much more than just, oh, we're going to live together and live happily ever after. And I remember I've always said this: if that's what you think, you might as well hang it up. Like, you might as well hang it up now. And it doesn't mean that your twin flame dynamic has to be destructive. And it doesn't mean that you guys got to put yourselves through a bunch of crazy shit. One of the biggest things is that the runner is always someone who does not want to hurt the other person. That's why they run. Okay. When you get with other people, they will fucking use and abuse you. They will do some crazy shit to you and they will keep doing it year after year. Your twin can't do that because it just affects them differently. That's one of the beauties about a twin flame dynamic, is because they can't do that. They can't hurt you in that way. They can't stay and use you like they use other people. They can't.